Digital IDs, bro.
No, it's coming, man.
They're here.
Phew. They're pushing for it. I don't know whether it will get done with Starmer's tenure.
Conspiracy theorists were right.
As always.
As always, we were right during...
it's written in the books.
Come on, look. Right, okay, look. New code word for what happened between 2020 and 22.
The 19.
Yeah, we call it coffee time now.
Coffee time.
With an extra shot.
Oh, man.
But they try to bring it out then with the medical cards or whatever they call it. The shot card.
The V-cards.
Yeah. So, and then that didn't work. And they've now, Starmer's announced it.
This government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
Well, that's the short version. It was a lot longer than that. He did go on and say that you're not going to be able to work. Then later on, they turned around and said that you won't be able to use transport, public transport, buses, trains, tubes, etc. They were saying it was all in for the reason of immigration, legal immigration, to prevent illegal workers in the country. But, mate, you need a passport to work, right? You need a birth certificate. You need an NI number.
Yeah.
You already got all those provisions in place.
Yep.
That's not gonna stop. A digital ID card is not gonna stop it. Let's be real. Yeah. And even when they were asked that question, they couldn't answer it. They're like, there's another clip I'm gonna play of a woman. She's part of his government. And she couldn't answer that question either. And it's like, you can just tell they're just trying to get it in, and they're trying to use the immigration narrative. Oh, well, like we said, problem, reaction, solution, right? They created a problem with the immigration. We got the reaction. I think now's the time. Let's launch it. And everyone will sign up to it because everyone's angry about the illegal immigration. And even the guys on the right are like, fuck off. Basically. Let's be real, I think they've underestimated the population. I think they're getting it wrong, the timing anyway. I always said to you that this would be something they need to implement when people are really desperate, and people aren't desperate. Not yet anyway.
Not yet.
Yeah, people are struggling, but they're not desperate right now. And I think they thought during coffee time, that was it. They thought they saw a sign of desperation. They didn't. And now they think they see another sign of desperation with the illegal immigration thing, and it's not quite there. I'm talking if you really want to bring this thing to life, you're gonna have to you need a food shortage, you need a water shortage, you need conflict in the world that's gonna cause economies to crash and banks to crash, and your loaf of bread down the local grocery shop is now £10. You know what I mean? For one loaf of bread. That's the situation that needs to be created if you want to put people in a real serious place of desperation. I don't know what your thought is.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably not the right time. They're trying to push it. Obviously, 2030 is their goal line, and they maybe didn't get as far as they wanted to with 2020, but the goal line is still there, so they are trying to push it. But I thought it was crazy as well, though, when he made that comment, and obviously the protest, the sign up to reject digital ID, and it got up to about 2.5 million, 3 million votes. I added a signature, probably stupidly, because obviously it doesn't really make a difference now, does it? But signed up to say we reject digital ID. Nearly 3 million people did it, and the government just responded, "Nah, you're all right. We're still going to push."
This is what I said to Waz as well in the group chat. I said petitions don't mean shit. You could sign as many of those as you want, but at the end of the day, the government is under no obligation to hear your petition or adhere to it. They're not.
That's so far.
And the reason I signed it was just more the case of I'm showing support for the cause, right? Rather than me expecting that that petition's going to actually do something.
See how many numbers of it. Yeah. It's big though.
Close to what? 3 million?
3 million, yeah, nearly 2.5 when I signed it. So
it was massive.
Yeah.
So that was a massive telling point for them, and that's why they had to reject it as well, because they're like, we're still going to try and launch it.
Still going to try and launch it. My thing is though, don't see how it won't be implemented. It's a long game.
It is a long game. I don't think they're going to, like I said to you, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It is going to happen. A lot of people are saying, no, we just don't. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I agree. Do not comply is a massive one, but you need everyone in the country not to comply.
There's a lot of people who.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just going to do it. I mean, look at coffee time. A lot of people just did whatever they were told.
Crazy.
And took the shot as well. Took the extra shot. Was that about 50 million for the first one? So that tells you how many people went out and got it.
50 million people.
Yeah.
Got the extra shot.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, okay, the first one.
And the second one was like half of that, but that was enough to tell me a story.
True.
And that tells you how many people are just going to accept it. Family responsibilities, accountabilities, kids, etc. Like, if they say, well, you can't come into the supermarket, well, I need to feed my kids. Well, it's tough. Go get a digital ID. What are you going to do?
So are you saying you're willing to sleep on the streets just to avoid getting a digital ID?
I'm just saying I could say that easily. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
When you say you can say that easily, as in that would be...
I said I could say that easily. No. I said I could say that easier than you could say it.
Yeah.
Or someone with wife and kids.
Of course. Yeah, I get that.
I've got less to lose than you.
But is that something that you would rather do?
I don't know. I told you I wouldn't know until the moment.
No, but you're saying it's easier for you to, because obviously there's
it's easier for me to say that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that in the moment, right now, as we're talking, in the moment, I could say that. And even in that situation, I might be able to say that. I might do that. I might not. I might cave and say, all right, fine, I'll sign up. You don't know.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know until I'm in the situation. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the point I'm trying to make. It's hard to say until you're in that situation, until you're facing it, right? Right now, no, who's facing it? We're not facing anything. Yeah, there's no restrictions at the moment if you haven't got a digital ID. They're just talking about it and then doing a little soft launch with veterans. But come the time when that starts happening, that's when you know what decision you're really going to make. So all these people are here in the comment sections of social media and stuff saying, no compliant. Oh, well, I'll be out of a job then. And I'm like, do you really realize what you're saying? Like if you're a family man, that means you're out of a job, you're not getting any money. Yeah, that means how are you going to feed your kids? Because without a digital ID, you ain't going to be able to even go into a supermarket because you're going to need that to get in. This is the world we're heading to. So I don't think people fully grasp the ideas of this digital ID. You want to go to Tesco's to go and do your weekly shop, you need to scan your digital ID to get into the building.
I know, that's what I mean.
And that's the bit people aren't getting. But this is where I don't think people are getting that bit.
Your credit card will be linked. You won't be able to buy anything anymore.
Yeah.
Without your digital ID.
But this is what I don't think people are getting. People just think it's public transport and whatever, traveling and all that. No, you will not be able to get into a supermarket without a digital ID.
Think Amazon.
You won't be able to order anything on Amazon. You won't be able to forget YouTube Premium and Prime and Netflix. You will need a digital ID for all of those things. Everything you do, you will need a digital ID. It will say to you, oh, hi, Netflix will send you an email saying, with the launch of digital IDs and which are now a legal requirement, you must provide your digital ID to us in order to
link your account
and your biometrics to now have a Netflix account. Right?
But my point, but the thing is,
not that Netflix, you're going to die without Netflix. But my point being is that everything you do will be linked to that digital ID.
But for example, now I use an iPhone. I had an iPhone 8 where I was using my thumbprint. I was like, I don't use this Face ID, and so I use my thumbprint. Now I've got the new iPhone or newer iPhone, and it's got Face ID. I'm already unlocking my phone with my face. I'm already got all my passwords linked with my face.
So this is the difference between you and me, though. But bruv,
do you not use that?
Nah.
You got what? Passcode?
I've never done a biometrics on my phone. I use a passcode, or I have a password.
Fair enough.
I've never used biometrics.
Ever. Fingerprint, nothing.
No. Never used biometrics. Never used facial recognition to open up my phone. None of that.
See, but I'm already kind of understanding how the system, I feel at least, is inevitable.
However, when our YouTube channel needed verification, I had to give facial, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, to show my age and that I'm real. I'm a human being. I'm not a bot.
So on some system there is some.
There's something in it.
But so what would you have done then?
But I wouldn't have done that. I did that for our channel, right? So we can upload, because if we can, one of us had to do it, either me or you.
Yeah.
One of us had to do it. Yeah. So either you were doing it or I was doing it. So I thought, sorry, I'm not happy about doing this, but I'll do it just because so we can get our episodes up.
Yeah.
But if you told me, do it for your phone. No, I've got an option. I don't need to. I can do a password. Do you know what I mean? But with YouTube, there was no choice. You had to, and this is what I'm on about, right? That's a little thing, right? It's so hard to turn around and say, oh, yeah, you know what? We're gonna, it's so hard to turn around and say, yeah, you're not gonna do that because you don't know what you're gonna do in the moment. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. I know you don't like the idea.
I don't like the idea, right? Man. It's the mark of the beast. That's really hardcore.
You just turn around and said yourself, yeah, that digital IDs are a thing. It's going to happen. We can't stop it either way, right? And I see sense in what you said. Yeah, it does make sense. What you said made sense. This generation might fight it, but in 20 years, the next generation will be like, "This is cool. I ain't got a problem with it." Yeah, and they won't because they're from that world. They're from this world of screens and tablets and all that shit, right? I get it. I agree with that 100%. But at the same time, you got to remember, right? People think it's cool. Yeah, and
these are the NASA guys. This is why I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna play another clip, and this clip I saw back in what we now. How old am I now? 43. So yeah, 15, 16 years ago.
I have one right here. Well, here, I'll let you hold it. Would you like to hold it?
I'll hold it.
Okay. So this,
you guys see it?
This pill has a small chip inside of it with a switch. It also has what amounts to an inside-out potato battery. When you swallow it, the acids in your stomach serve as the electrolyte, and they power it up, and the switch goes on and off. And it creates an 18-bit ECG-like signal in your body, and essentially your entire body becomes your authentication token. Yes, this is true.
Okay, but...
Okay, so wait. So it's really true. So what this means is that becomes my first superpower. I really want this superpower. It means that my arms are like wires, my hands are like alligator clips when I touch my phone, my computer, my door, my car, I'm authenticated in. First superpower. Like, I want that.
So we're not shipping that right away?
Yeah, no. We're not shipping that right away. But it sounds like...
This is FDA cleared?
So here's the thing. This is not science fiction. This pill was actually made by a company called Proteus, and they've developed it for medical applications. That pill has been CE stamped and cleared by the FDA. You can take 30 of those per day for the rest of your life.
And then what happens? Does your heart beat change?
We can just tell that you've taken the pill. I mean, the medical application.
Does Google now know everything I do and everywhere I go? Because let's face it, we like you guys, but you're from Google.
Just give him some water and let him take that pill right now.
Thanks.
Maybe Dennis, let me ask you, does Larry make you take one of these?
It's optional. So we actually have demoed this working and authenticating a phone.
Made by MC10, and it has an antenna and some sensors embedded in it. And what we plan to do is work with them to advance a tattoo that could be used for authentication. Now, it may be true that 10 to 20-year-olds don't want to wear a watch on their wrist, but you can be sure that they'll be far more.
Now, what she was going to say there was what they would be far more interested in is a tattoo. This would be an electrical tattoo, like an electrical barcoding.
Fucking hell,
on your arm. Barcoding, Tribble.
Are we allowed to talk about that time in the 1940s?
Go for it. No. Why do people be going in this shit?
Germany.
Nah, don't do that.
But they were barcoding. All right.
Don't do that.
Because that's what is going on, though. Like,
but it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. You're taking a tattoo with a barcode and a number. But did we learn nothing? Even if you believe in the history, like.
But the thing is, you know what? They tried to tag kids. I remember back in the early 2000s. You know when there was a lot of the school shootings going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember, I think this was during Obama's reign. Or was it Bush? It was one of them. It was probably both of them, actually. It probably trickled over as well. But they were trying to tag kids. They started kids saying that we need to keep the kids safe. You know, something happens to them. Don't you want your child to be safe? And the parents turned around and said, no, my child is not a dog. Yeah, you go tag a dog. You don't tag my kid. Get it? So there's loads of times they've tried to introduce this. This is nothing new. People think this is new since coffee time. No, this is something they've tried softly and subtly over the years. Social credit scores. Come on, carbon footprint, all this stuff. It's all going to be linked to your digital ID. Getting desperate. They just want it and they want it in place because it's going to lead down the road of Your digital ID eventually is going to turn into your microchip, which is going to go into your hand. Let's not forget Neuralink, which is being designed by Elon Musk as well, in the back of their head, right? They want all of us to have that also. There's loads of things going on. You get social credit scores. You're talking about carbon footprint. You're talking about, controlling what you eat, controlling what you buy, when you buy it.
Universal basic income as well with it.
Like, come on, man. Where does it stop? This is just the beginning point of it all. And I can only encourage people to not comply.
Since our last meeting, we've made tremendous progress. And I'd like to say that most of the credit goes to our extremely efficient International Research and Development Committee. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to our cause. In reviewing this year's progress, let me say that we have been highly effective in conditioning the people's minds to accept our solution to the world's problems. It is important that you, as world leaders, keep our program before your countrymen. With our World Bank and computer program operational, we now have the capacity to control the financial affairs of every human being on Earth by giving each person his own computer number. Anytime his number is used, we would know his financial situation at once. He could not buy or sell anything without his computer number. It will simplify their lifestyles tremendously. The end result will be a one-world monetary and government system that we alone will control. Yes.
What about the people who forget their number or their cards are lost or stolen?
We've made provisions for that. By using this laser imprinter, we can painlessly and permanently affix the person's number to the back of his hand or his forehead if he so desires. The numbers would be easily read by this new ultraviolet scanning equipment. For the purposes of demonstration, I've had such a number imprinted on myself. Once this number is imprinted, it cannot be lost nor can it be changed. Now, are there any questions?
What about the individuals who refuse to have this number implantation?
We expect some minor resistance, especially from highly motivated religious groups. But eventually, hunger will cause even the most zealous to conform to our program.
Man, that's biblical prophecy to the T. That's exactly Revelations. This is what... Man, they know it. They know it. This is what they want. They're trying to fulfill prophecy. Now we just gotta resist it. Don't take the microchips though. I don't want none of. I don't want no implants. As I said, I've already said it. Face recognition. I don't think we can avoid it.
Cypher's telling you now. Do not comply.
Do not comply.
I'm telling you now. Just don't comply with this. Do not give into it. Even if you're someone who thinks, well, I'm not really fussed about it. Just don't do it. I'm telling you now.
You're gonna kids, man.
Because right now you don't see what it is. I'm telling you down the line, you're gonna regret. You're gonna wish you didn't.
It's your soul for sale, guys.
I'm telling you now. Yeah, if you're like me in your 40s and you wish you could go back to the 80s, yeah, right. And I do sometimes, and the 90s, okay. And you think life was better then, yeah. If you say yes to this, I'm telling you now, yeah, you're gonna be longing even more for those days. Yeah, just do not comply to this. This is gonna lead you down a route of China. Yeah, and if you don't agree with that lifestyle out there, that where the government completely controls everything you did. We showed you a clip of it, yeah, social credit score and all that sort of stuff, yeah. And you don't agree with these sort of things. If you say yes to that digital ID, I'm telling you, that's what's coming down the road. It's not just about a digital ID. It's about microchipping. Treble's passionate about that. He don't want to be chipped.
Don't want to be chipped.
Yeah, it's about carbon footprint. It's all about, it's going to be control of your money. CBDCs, that's another thing, right? And
yeah, they're walking us into a prison cell.